your host, Brandi. This is the Black Way, and I'm so excited today. As y'all can see, we have Charnele Brown from here. Y'all know her as Kimberly Reese. How you doing?
Everybody. Hey.
Hey,
boss lady.
You all right today?
I'm good, man. I'm alive. It's good.
That's a good feeling, ain't it?
So huge.
Thank you.
I decided just to put on lipstick. I couldn't do everything else.
Hey, all I have on is lip gloss. That's just that's the light.
It's natural.
That's the light. I don't have on no makeup.
That is beautiful,
I am not a makeup girl. I'm just not.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
I gotta get your light.
Yeah.
Like you got.
It's a good ring light. It is. So the strike is over. I know you heard.
So excited.
They did it.
Let me get back to work.
So what does that mean for you specifically? Because you're union, right? You're SAG.
Yeah, I'm SAG after everything.
So now you can go anywhere and work now.
Yeah, basically. But I was doing that anyway.
Okay.
And a lot of us, depend on not only the union, but there's outside work, as you know. You have like speaking engagements. We're going with HBCUs with different worlds, so we've been working. It's just not union work. But now that the union is open, it's just extra bonus.
Okay. So a lot of people get this confused because when I'm on set with colleagues, we talk about this a lot. So if you are a SAG member, you can do non-union work anywhere or only in right-to-work states?
Only a right-to-work state.
Okay. And then if you're non-union, you can do union work anywhere. That counts towards your union credit to get in. Is that how it's
exactly? If it's a right-to-work state.
If it's a right-to-work state. Oh, so
because a non-union person can't do a SAG movie unless it's a right-to-work state, because you have the right to work.
Yeah. Okay, so is LA a right-to-work state? No. So I couldn't go do a SAG. Oh wow! See, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. See, when I'm on Actors Access, I just get to applying, and I'm like, I'm not union.
What you can do, like for instance, it's possible that we're a different world. They took care of my SAG.
Okay.
So you can go in. It doesn't hurt to to audition, and if they like you, they may help you out and just pay you. You see what? Yeah. So it's like don't stop anything. Go for it. You never know. I never knew they were gonna pay mine. I never knew.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna keep that up. I just did my first union project day before yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing. I met so many great people. Oh, I loved it. It was a commercial. So
nice.
Yes, it was one of the biggest productions I've ever seen, but I loved it. So
lovely.
So getting into so you are a acting coach, my acting coach, by the way.
Yeah.
So how is it like working with actors versus like just being on set and doing your own thing? Do you have a preference, or do you really love?
Yeah. No, I go wherever God leads me. I'm not, as long as you keeps me in, my in the entertainment business, I'm good. So it doesn't really matter, and like I said with you guys, God told me to come here to Houston because it's going to be the next entertainment sect, and it's coming.
It's coming, yeah. Since I first started, you've been saying that.
Long time, man, but it's coming. And people are
going to start. You said that.
And my whole objective was to make sure you guys were ready when they came.
Okay, we're getting ready. So, do you have any like cons of teaching actors or? Like you said,
the cons is really, something I can't really teach you how to act. I can only enhance what God gave you. So if I see that there's not, that's not the route for you, I'm going to tell you. And, everybody has an opinion like an a-hole. You know what I mean? But, you can take it or leave it. But, a lot of people have come through there that are not actors, but they're speaking engagements or, they have to have their confidence up or something like that. And so I opened myself up to that because in the beginning I was like, nah, if you're not an actor, you're not welcome. Right. No, but God said, wait a minute, everybody acts every day. We act every day. Actors know how to manipulate. We know how to control it. And so that's the thing. So, and it's a God thing. Mm-hmm. God sends me the people that need to be there and really want to carry on their journey and their purpose. So it's great.
Okay. Have you ever had to have that tough conversation? Like, maybe this.
Oh yes. Uh-huh.
Did they take it well or
no?
No.
But do you think I care?
No. I know you don't. I mean, you're just being honest.
Being honest. And I wasn't rude. It's just something. It's just not, especially for children. I had a lot of issues with parents. because I would say, let me talk to the kid.
Yeah.
And I was like, can you leave the room?
Oh.
So you want to act? No. I was like, why do you want to do this? I don't know. I was like, what do you want to do? I want to play basketball. I was like, so I would say, bring your mommy in. I was like, he or she does not want to do this.
Yeah.
This is not their ministry.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste that money.
It's like the parent trying to live through the child type thing.
Exactly. And so I said it a couple of times. It's just that I don't want to waste anybody's time or money, and I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah. So, no, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to waste the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you grew up in New York, right?
Yes.
And you went to film school.
No, I didn't. I didn't go to film school. No.
You didn't go to film school?
No, I just went to a regular SUNY New Paltz University. Just a normal school.
This whole time I thought you went to film school.
Nah.
No. So how did you get into acting? It's not easy at all, and you mastered it at such a young age.
You know what I mean? It's my calling. Like for instance, this podcast is your calling. That's why it's good, because it's your calling. I mean, if you figure out your calling, God will, a couple of times I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I getting into? He was like, look, I put you in it because I know you could do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just
we have so many talents that we don't know until we're in a pinch.
And New York was like, or it still is, probably considered like the film capital. Maybe Hollywood took over, but back then
it was all film. But I was a theater baby. I really didn't care too much about TV or film. Actually, I was like a theater snob.
Do you think actors need to do theater in order to master film?
Yeah, I believe so, because you have to have a foundation.
Yeah.
You got to know, like you said, you got to know your characters. You got to live. You got to know who they are so you can become that. So in order to do that, you have to have some sort of foundation. And that's why a lot of actors have gone through theater first, which is smart. And if you notice, some of them have not gone through theater, you can tell.
Yeah, you can. And a lot of these big name shows now, you can tell.
You can tell. Yeah.
They took some classes and then,
Exactly.
Yeah. If people be surprised, some of the biggest names started on Broadway or in theater.
Of course, off Broadway, off. I mean, we were like loving this. I mean, theater was it in New York back then.
Yeah. Do you like the way the industry is going now? I mean, given the technology, the strikes, the self-tapes, are you a fan?
I don't like this. I don't like the self-tape. The reason why I don't like the self-tape because they're making it harder for you and for me. We're doing their job, and the only thing you have to do is submit. Come on, people. It's a lot. I mean, Marcus and I were doing, he was auditioning for a film, and he was here, and we had everything out, and the actual copy was fun. But the first page, I'm like, what the hell? They were like, well, we need, and he was in a wheelchair for the audition, right? Yeah. And then it said they needed a full body shot.
Yes.
So Marcus said, do I do the shot in the wheelchair, or do I do it standing up? I mean, we laughed for about 5 minutes, and so I said, hell, do it in the wheelchair. And then do it standing up.
Yeah, and then they put in bold, do not contact direct. It's like, I want to get clarification. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. Because they're like, have a clean background. So, people put up their little blue or silver background, but then they want a full body shot. So now everything else is in the background.
Exactly.
So it's like, is that going to hinder you?
I think that they came up with something and they thought it was cute.
Yeah. I like the idea that I can audition anywhere and just submit a self-tape.
Right, but the instructions.
Yeah.
What do you want a 360 for?
And you have to have somebody who can read for you, but read with not any you have to have somebody who can
you gotta do it. It can't be, you gotta have a lot of readers that are deadpan.
Yeah, you have to have the eye line, you have to have the lighting. Yeah. That's a tough one there. So, are you a fan of the AI stuff that's going on?
No, I'm not.
No.
Nah, okay. It's nothing like live. It's nothing like human beings.
Okay. Yeah. So with the AI, I know with the a lot of the holdup with the SAG and the agreement was a lot of the AI things.
Yeah, because the writers were fine. They came to some sort of agreement with the writers. But for us, can you imagine the AI taking over? It's ridiculous. And nobody's paying attention. Yeah. But I'm glad that our union is, and that we're compensated. I mean, if you want to do AI, pay us. Pay us for our likeness. That's all we're asking.
Simple. It's a greedy game out there.
There you go.
So with the contract, you always educate us on what to look for in the contract. Can you just educate the general audience for a person who's watching who probably needs to learn what to look for when someone brings them a contract and say, I want to cash you, please sign this contract?
You know what you should do? Find somebody that knows contracts.
Like a attorney or a paralegal
or a somebody who's been doing contracts, somebody in the business that's been doing contracts, and just have somebody look it over for you, because there's a lot of jargon in there.
Yeah.
The main thing is make sure you guys are protected. Yeah. And that your money is right, when you're going to get your money, what they're going to use your likeness for, all of that stuff. Will you get any money after once the film is aired? Am I going to get any points? All of that stuff.
Yeah.
But if it's just a simple contract, make sure that the dates are right, and they don't add any extra dates. If they add extra dates, you got to go back and renegotiate.
Yeah.
Because that's what you got paid for, or getting paid for. You know what I mean? And also too, and I would always say too, it's hard, but it's always good to get half your money up front. Now I'm not talking about local, I'm talking about big now.
Big, yeah.
You know me. I don't know. You know what I mean? So when that happens,
doing that.
Just make sure that money is right. Make sure everything is right on that contract. And also too, it's hard to read them. That's why you need somebody, really, a lawyer, anybody, Indian chief, somebody who knows how to spot things that shouldn't be there.
Yeah, it is hard because the language sometimes is so broad.
It's ridiculous.
It's a lot in there. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So you're a fan of asking for the script before signing anything.
You better believe it.
Why is that?
Don't you want to know what you're doing before you sign it? It's like common sense, right?
Yeah, but somebody like me who fresh in, they say, a big production. I'm in. It's a big production. I'm gonna be on the main screen. I'm in.
You're in, but you don't know what you're in for.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's some crazy shit. Excuse me, but you don't go in blind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I tell people, if they don't give you the script so you can read it to see whether you want to do it, run.
Okay.
Run. As actors, they have to stop treating us like you're happy to be there. No, you're happy to have us, and we're happy to have you. Let's get it straight.
It's like a two-way street. It ain't no one way.
Without you, I know me. Without me, there's no you. So let's get this. So I need to read that script to make sure that something I can do, something I want to do, and something I enjoy.
Right.
Because if you don't, something's going to come up and it's become a job. And there's a lot of complaining, and creativity's out the window.
Yeah. Now it's just a job. It's not funny.
It's a job. Yeah.
And you can ask for an NDA, right?
Yeah, actually, for NDA, if they should ask you. I mean, if you're reading their script, because that's how they're covered. I mean, just say, look, I'm willing to sign an NDA, which is wonderful. So you can read it. I don't know why everybody's so afraid, because there's only 10 ideas out here. It's what you do with them. Nobody's coming up with something so unique.
Yeah, I think everything has been out there. Everything you can think of
under the sun. It's just how you twist it. That's all.
Okay. Have you ever been, like, back in the day? I'm sure this doesn't happen now, but have you ever been scammed into a job or scammed thinking it was an audition or something? And it turned out
I have. I'm sure of it. I don't remember, but I have to. I mean, I'm sure I got scammed. I'm sure. Because back then, you're gung ho. You just gotta get out there.
That's how I was when I first started, and I did get kind of scammed. It wasn't what it was. It was nothing like that.
Yeah, I know. I've gotten scammed. I can't even say no. I have not. No.
So, are you a fan of actors like dabbling in modeling, or is that?
Yes, I am. I think it's all under the same umbrella. Because with modeling, you're still acting.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. Even the modeling game has changed. I feel like back then they wouldn't hire certain skin tones and certain heights, and now that's what you see on the runway. You see,
it's supply and demand. What's happening is we woke up and they realized our spending dollars are worth something.
Oh yeah.
So it's not out of the love for us. Let's get real. It's about dollars, and we, Black people consume because we're biggest consumers, man. We spend a lot of money.
Oh, we do on the wrong things. I'd say
on the wrong thing.
Yeah. So I want to switch gears a little bit. getting to know you and starting with your class and just learning through your teachings and having conversations with you, your faith is some of the strongest faith I've ever seen, I've ever heard. Like, no one can tell you what you don't believe.
Nope.
No one can tell you about your work. You'll say, thank you. And
Thank you.
You'll still keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Next. Yeah.
How did your faith get so strong? I'll be open and honest. I don't have faith like you, but I am working on it. I'm still.
But you know something, boss lady? What it says in the Bible, a mustard seed. That's all you need. A mustard seed of faith. So you don't need to gain all that faith. Then again, it becomes a project. And then you're like, I gotta get faith. I gotta get faith. Now it's
like I have more doubt than faith. That's my problem.
But you do still have faith.
I do.
That's all that's needed.
Okay.
He said a mustard seed. Life is hard. Life is hard. We're human beings. We're human beings, and we're gonna fall. We're gonna cry. We're gonna do all that stuff. But the bottom line is, He's in charge. God is in charge. Our steps are ordered. Get used to it.
Okay.
You know, and know that when in the down times, praise Him, and the up times, praise Him. He's a sovereign God. He will do whatever He wants to do. So we can't control Him, or say that if we do this, you're gonna do this for me, and why don't you do this for me? It's like, oh God. You can't bargain with Him.
Yeah. I think that's where I go wrong, especially. I don't want to speak for other people, but that's where I go wrong. I'm like, I'm being obedient. I'm doing this.
See?
I'm doing this. Why am I not getting this? It was a point in my life where I was like, this can't be what God had planned for me. Literally speaking that out into the universe. This can't be what God had planned for me.
Been there. Because every day when I get up, I gotta meditate. I'm telling you, boss lady. Because it's just, this is not, this is a work in progress. I'm not like, oh, this is wonderful. Man, please. I get up and I'm like, Father, do it for me today. Do it for me today. I don't care
day
what.
By day.
Just do it by day. He's sick of me. But I know He loves me. But the thing is, that's about the bottom line. And I just really believe that we find our purpose. Like I said, you do 50%, He'll take you together. I'm living proof.
Man, you inspire me so much when you talk about God and how your steps are ordered and how you don't worry. It's gonna come. You don't worry.
I get concerned. So we're gonna keep it real. I get like, and then He goes in my head. I hear, don't worry. No, and also too, He always challenges me because I always hear, you say you believe in me. You say you believe in me. I'm like, I do believe. You say you believe in me, and so the thing is, there's no but. Do you believe in me? Yes or no? Yes. Chill. You believe in me? Chill. I will direct you where you need to go to get your purpose. Chill.
I like that.
But I get it every morning. Man, He has to check me every day. I'm checked.
Yeah. I agree. I'm getting checked throughout the day.
Ooh, man.
Throughout the day. Like, slow your roll. Slow down. Hold on now. Listen to me. I got it. It's in my hands.
Exactly.
Go forward from there.
Exactly.
So, you're most known for Kim Reese from A Different World.
Yes.
One, does it bother you when people be like, "Hey, Kim Reese"? Because that's a character.
No, because without them, there wouldn't be a Kim Reese.
Okay, that's a good way to look
at
it.
I appreciate that. I appreciate, anybody acknowledging it. I mean, we've been, canceled 35 years ago and we're still in the air. That's a blessing. And so for someone to come up and say, and like I said, we didn't have social media back then, so we didn't have any comments or responses to what we're doing. And so when we got social media and people were like, you guys are wonderful, but we were like, whoa, what? Because we didn't have that. So now it's like an influx of people saying what they wanted to say back in the day.
Yeah, I like that. Are you still in touch with the castmates, or did everybody kind of?
I just talked to Jasmine about a couple of days ago. I call her Princess. She's amazing. People don't understand Miss Jasmine Guy. She has been an incredible friend of just family, and she fought for us on A Different World. We didn't even know it.
Oh, wow!
She battled for us, man. So much respect, much love. That's a ride or die there.
Yeah.
Ride or die.
Family for life.
Yeah. You go.
So when y'all did y'all get a call or an email, or did they call y'all in and say the show's gonna be canceled after this episode? Do you remember how that went?
Yeah, we were canceled that day, I think.
I
think it was like the episode, this is your last show, I think. But we were happy. I know I was. I can't speak for everybody because we needed to graduate. If we were representing, we need to go. It would have been great if we left and then some of us would have come back as teachers.
Yeah.
But we needed to get out of graduate, know, and after we graduated, what do you do? So we were kind of, we had 6 seasons. It was wonderful. Yeah, it was good.
Good.
We're like gypsies. It was a job. We did a job. We didn't know the impact on it. Of it at all.
So, like when I was just recently on set for this major production I was on, it was an all-day thing, 8 a.m. to like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Should I get used to that?
Yes. But even also, too, interesting enough, it all depends now because there's no formula anymore. Everything has changed. The game has changed. Yeah. Like when we were a different world, we had a 4-day work week. Okay. We were off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Debbie didn't play.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Yeah, she came in. She was like, look, I got children. I got a husband. We're going to cut this short. Monday to Friday, get your shit together. Friday, you're off. Saturday, Sunday, we're back on Monday. We were like, okay.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Good. I hear you never know what you're going to get. That was back then.
Yeah. So, wow. I didn't know that. That's hard work though. Being on set all day.
Hard work.
You're hungry. You don't take 5, 6.
But one thing about, I always tell you guys, TV series, or even sitcoms are the best because, you have, you work for, back in the day it was like 22 weeks. Right now you cut short like 9, back 9, 7 episodes, 5. But we only work for 25 weeks out of the year.
Oh, really?
And then the rest of the time we're off.
Man, they made it sound so bad back then. I know every set is different, but man, that sounds
it was amazing, actually.
That does sound amazing.
Amazing.
Well, would you like to see a reboot?
It's never gonna happen.
Why?
At politics.
Yeah.
Not with Bill and the producers. It's too many things. And also too, I think that this is my opinion. I think that when Different World was birth, I think that they didn't think it was going to do well.
Oh, okay.
And so they were like, I believe to appease Bill, just put it on. And then Debbie came in and it changed. So they support it because they did not think. So it wasn't their idea that it was great.
Yeah.
You know those folks. They need to know they didn't want to be responsible for our greatness.
Yeah.
You weren't responsible because you didn't care. But then we got good at it, and the ratings were great. Then all of a sudden, so they just didn't care.
Yeah. Wow.
Didn't care.
Wow. See, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
So no sequel, no prequel. We can't get any of that. I mean, that wouldn't be technically a different world. Y'all couldn't take one character and do a spinoff that way.
Well,
it's kind of like Bel Air, like Fresh Prince.
Yeah, but Fresh Prince, they have a good. I mean, it's Will, so he has control.
Okay.
And Benny Medina and those guys. See, we don't have that. We have Percy Warner. And they don't care because I think that Daryl had went to them and said, "Could we use, can we use our likeness to do something?" No.
Oh, just straight up no.
Oh, they're bitter because they weren't responsible for the greatness.
Wow. Okay. Okay. And a lot of nowadays when I run into people just networking, mingling on set or at an event, their end goal is Hollywood. And of course we can't tell people what to think or how to think, but do you think people should strive for specifically Hollywood? Isn't there more to that?
Yeah, they should strive for work.
Okay, just work, period.
Work, period. Because actually, LA, it's not a lot of things happening in LA. It's not a lot of things happening in New York, really. Not really. It's old. Things have changed. Atlanta's happening. Even Houston's happening. Louisiana. You got New Mexico. You got all these people. Yeah. And so the thing is this. I mean, everything is on computer anyway.
Yeah.
You don't have to strive for Hollywood. You can live here and have them send for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got to think that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, the thing is with you guys, which is really great, you guys are thinking that way. Don't let anybody tell you, well, I have to use Hollywood. No, you're good at what you do. Go forward and God will meet you halfway and you will get there, wherever it'll go.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be Hollywood. It could be New York. It could be, but have a station wherever you live. Don't move to Hollywood.
Yeah.
You will drown. No. It's so expensive.
Yeah. Too expensive.
You will drown.
Absolutely. I agree. Roommate and all, you will drown.
You still drown.
Yeah. Yeah. So moving forward, a lot of people, in my opinion, don't know that you write, you direct, you
I
produce.
know. I know.
Give us some insight on that. What you got going on production wise?
I know. Well, actually, we just got to finish doing The Black Man, which
Yes,
was in Houston,
phenomenal play.
LA. Thank you, boss lady, for you. We missed you guys though. We needed you. We were like,
Yeah,
no.
the crew stayed behind.
The crew. We were like, ah. But next time, which is good.
Okay.
Now we live and we learn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And also too, I'm working on a couple of things. The Bayou Chronicle. We're just looking, trying to finalize this financing. It's hard for financing, but it's in time. With I tell people, for some, just have faith. Keep on going.
Keep going.
Keep on going. I mean, I've been waiting for money for years, but I know I'm gonna get it. But it's the timing. The timing has to be right, and so we're working on getting that done. And also too, I'm working with Eric Hunter and Stefan, for the Book of Malachi. I'm going to be directing that.
Okay, so that project. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing about that.
We're working on that as well. And let's see, what else? I got a host of just a lot of projects. One line is just funding. I just need someone to invest in TriWen so we can start doing these projects.
How do you get funding? You mean investor like another company come in, or like?
No, it could be anything. I mean, we call I like angels, where they're
angel investors.
That they just love. They got money. That if they lose it, it's okay because they can write it off.
Yeah.
As a loss.
Yeah.
That's who I find. Look for. But you have the banks. You have venture capitalists that you have to put up one half of it, and they'll put up the other. Okay. So there's many ways of getting financing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I always wonder how the funding thing goes, because lately, of course, I've been doing a lot of independent films and stuff like that. I've just been wondering how do they even get funding?
Yeah, and a lot of the independent. Yeah, I know it's a lot, and also too, right now, they're making movies for almost nothing, which is kind of hurts us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
do you have an opinion on the Houston film industry?
It's just and let me be honest, I just wish that we all come together. It's very cliquish. And I think that if we could all come together, nobody could stop us in the industry. Nobody. Because it's really
coming together.
Talented, man. Yeah. I mean, they're talented here. The filmmakers are talented, the actors are talented. It's just the mindset.
Yeah.
Of thinking that you're encroaching, you're taking over, or they feel. Bottom line, get out of your personal shit, and let's talk business. Let's all win. And when it becomes personal, it's just not fun anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not, and you have to respond to the nonsense. Let's focus on the work.
Yeah.
And if you go home and talk about people. Do it in your house.
Yeah, do that.
Do that. But on the set, out, support one another. Do what you can. A lot of people too will support here. They only support who they're with,
right?
As opposed to supporting, everybody. I know you can't get to everything. It's impossible. But just support, or even on Facebook, just say congratulations.
Yeah. Or people share the project.
Share it.
Recommend somebody. Yeah.
And that's the thing with Houston. I just wish that we could all put our personal issues aside.
I agree.
And just work.
More fresh faces.
Yeah, we need some new. We need you guys. Come on through.
Yeah.
We need that, because we just so much can be done. And like I said, the filmmakers they're really good.
They really are.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm doing work behind the scenes, like extra or supporting, the cast or the crew talks behind the scene, and we talk about different movies. And all the time I try to say I don't have an opinion. It's
right.
Good.
There you go.
I try to say that. Sometimes it just in my spirit. I gotta say something.
Yeah, but I know. Like, I walk in. My whole objective is to make sure I nail this character and make sure she's believable. That's enough.
That's it.
In itself, to be talking about lollipops and talking about who's went out last night, and who's divorcing who.
Yeah. I don't like to give my opinion also because when I watch films now, I analyze it. Like I
Yes.
analyze the cinematography, the sound,
Everything, right?
everything. So when someone asks me to, I'm giving an opinion from that standpoint.
Good,
And
good,
then,
good.
the acting that comes, I have an opinion on that, but I'm not a perfect actor. I'm still learning.
Yeah,
But
we're all. I mean, it's different strokes for different folks. So some
Yeah.
people think that somebody else is incredible, and someone else thinks,
it's subjective. Yeah, and I just feel like I have a certain eye for certain things. So
you do. Like I told you when I first met you, what did I tell you? The director.
Yeah, director. Yeah, I really do. Because some of these movies, I want to be like, give me more.
If you just went this way.
Yes. So I definitely understand.
We've ruined it for life now.
You brought that out of me. You really did.
We can't watch movies like regular people.
I cannot. I can't. And people around me don't understand. Like, why are you watching that movie? I'm like, trust me. Just trust me. I'm learning. I need to see this. I need to see that. Or I have a colleague in there. Or it's in Houston, so I want to support.
Exactly.
So
I have to tell you too something that because when I was talking to Jasmine, because she's going to be directing some episodic, I think she has 4 or 5, and we were talking, and she said to me, which is really great. She said, Charlie, she said, this is what just keep in mind when you direct that you want to sit down. This is a movie that you would want to see.
Yeah,
that really registered. It clicked.
Yeah,
I was like, when you sit down, this is what you want to see. And I said, that makes sense. Instead of all the technical stuff, because like your DP is there, which is wonderful. Right. Who's really running the show. It's just that, the whole visual. But this is what I want to see. I want to sit down and see this. That made me, it just gave me a sense of relief.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. This is, okay. Yeah. I can do this. Something as simple as that.
Yeah.
I can do this.
That's how you gotta look at it. That's how I am. I'm like, would I like that? Would I want to do that? If not, then let's take it out.
Exactly.
Yeah. So real quick, do you advise like people like myself who trying to get out there to keep doing extra or stand-in work, or do you think there's only so much work you should accept of that and then move on?
It all depends on the project.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna tell you, people that don't know, but then I don't tell my business. But on Living Single, I stood in for Queen Latifah.
Wow.
It was an honor.
Wow. No, I didn't know that.
Because she was on the road a lot, and so I stood in, and when she came, gave her a blocking. Her, everything.
So when you stand in, you actually film, or?
Oh no, it's for rehearsals.
Oh, rehearsal. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So
it all depends on what the project is.
Okay. It's some opportunity here, some opportunity there.
And I'm still getting residuals for that.
Look at you. Okay.
So it all depends. You have to really, is it worth it? At longevity, is it worth it? Are you going to meet people?
Yeah.
Because I did extra work on the Cosby Show back in the day. I was all over the place. I was watching the camera people. I was talking. I used to sneak in because the extras got a holding cell.
Yeah.
And nobody feels that you can go anywhere. That's not me. And so I walked in like I knew where I was going.
Yeah.
I watched the cameras. I talked to everybody. And then Bill Cosby called me to his office, and he was like, what's your name? See? I was like, yeah. He was like, so, I was like, thank you very much for having me here. I had a good time. He said, I saw you roaming. I was like, yeah, I want to learn.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to admit, I was doing that the other day. I was like, so what's that? So what do you do? Oh, so how do you know? And I didn't feel like for once that I was getting on anybody's nerve.
They love it. They love what somebody was doing in our industry.
I found out there's like a liaison between the union rep, and he's over the extras, making sure we're getting what we need and being treated fairly. Mm-hmm. And just talking to him, you found out so much other stuff. How did he even get there? What company did he work for? You find out a lot of things.
A lot.
So hey, I'm all for it.
So that's the
roaming around.
In your gut.
Yeah.
I don't want you to get on a ghetto thing and everybody's,
yeah.
You're not gonna win.
Yeah.
I mean, if you need to get somebody to sleep with.
Yeah, man. I'm introverted, so that stuff is hard. But once you start, it's like you just keep going.
Yeah.
But, okay. So to wrap things up, you were on a very long hiatus. Mm-hmm. What did you learn about yourself that gives you your gift and your confidence up until right now? Like, is there something different then to now, or you just really think God said sit tight?
God said sit tight. And also too, I mean, with my base growing up, like I always say this in interviews, that my parents, and we had a village, and they constantly told us how wonderful we were.
Yeah.
But don't get it twisted. Somebody's always better than you.
Yeah.
But perfect. You're beautiful. You're a queen. This is what I was taught. And treat your black men with respect because they respect you. So all that stuff.
Yeah.
So with that confidence, you can tell me anything. I mean, because it starts when you're little, because that's when we retain the most.
Yeah.
And I just remember, just getting praises from my parents and saying how beautiful you were, how you're talented. We're gonna put you in whatever. They put me in everything. I had an itinerary growing up. I felt like I had a job. I didn't get home until like 7 or 8 o'clock at night since grade school.
Yeah.
They put me in sewing lessons, but I was everywhere, because they wanted to make sure it was something that really sparked my interest, because I was going to be doing it for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So it starts at home. So anybody can tell me, you're ugly, okay. You're fat, okay. You're dark, thank you.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
It's like, what else you got? It's like,
Yeah.
It's just stupid. Also too. And people do ask me, God, you're so confident. I go, aren't you? We're God's children. We all should be confident. And also too, in being black, with the lightest to the light, the darkest to the dark. No other race can do that.
Yeah. That's true. No other race.
I have cousins that are damn near white.
Yeah.
And I got some people that come darker than me. And it's so beautiful to see. You know what I mean?
So skin tones, yeah.
You can't tell me, yeah, please. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I mean, when you walk in the room, you command it. And I think...
It's you, boss lady.
Well,
That's why I call
you boss. Well, to close it out, I really just want to say thank you for giving me your time today. You are a busy woman. You are working. So it's always an honor when people take out their time to just give me at least 45 minutes. I really do appreciate that.
We love you, though. We love you.
I love y'all too. Yeah, y'all my new family.
Yeah, we're family.
I always say it feels unreal. Like, if I hadn't come across you and gotten that phone call detailing your class and what you do, none of this would have ever happened. I wouldn't have gotten any of these opportunities because I was trying to get to where I am now. It was a struggle. I couldn't get there.
Also, too, once again, your steps are ordered.
There you go. Yeah.
So why worry?
I was worried. I'm not gonna. I was. But you brought Renee into my life. So
yes,
Renee, man, she's
who she's hella. You have to have her on.
Yeah. I'm gonna get her. She's next.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good. Now I want to watch that one.
Yeah, Renee. She make me a little nervous too. Talking about commanding the room. Yeah.
Man,
ain't no telling what Renee is gonna say, so I might have to do a lot of.
When I first met her, I was like, I know this woman from a past life. I don't know what it is, and I said, I think if I would have grown up with her, grew up, we would have been in jail.
Yeah. Yeah, Renee, I can see Renee get down. Yeah. Anyway, anything you want to say to the audience? Any last minute comments?
Well, actually, something I do. Let's bring back love.
Yes.
Let's bring back empathy. Let's stop blaming each other and work on ourselves. Because the devil's busy and they want to separate us, our race, the black male and the black woman. Let's not do it. And also, too, everybody's had experiences with men. Because you've had experience with 5 men that are bad, not all men are bad. You know something? I always ask people, men are scum. I was like, did you date all of them? That's a hell of a day. What makes you if you dated all of them? I think you should keep your mouth shut if you dated all of them. But you didn't date all of them. That's not one person. Then you have to ask yourself, why am I attracting this particular person or the same person? So I say love. Broaden your horizons. Open up and love, empathy. We'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people nowadays do lack empathy, big time.
Yeah.
They're quick to pass judgment, but
there you go. And that's another thing I love. Judge not.
Yeah.
You don't know what anybody's going through.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned. That I can't judge anybody by what they're doing right now, because you don't know from whence they've come.
Exactly. That's what I love about your class. You have beginners, you have skilled, intermediate, and we get to see the journey. We get to see everybody. Everybody got to see mine. We get to see others. I mean, I was, in my opinion, a piece of work. But look at me now. I'm sorry now, man. But got my own little show going on, Well, thank you again, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share. Social media, is it just Stop it.
I got one too. Yeah, Charnele Brown.
Charnele Brown.
Yes,
all across.
You know, I'm computer literate.
Okay. So, I
Charnele Google
Brown on all platforms. Y'all can see what she's got coming. Y'all can find out about her next classes. I don't think she's gonna have any for the rest of this year. So
I am. I'll try.
You are.
Yeah, and I don't know, because I thought the strike was not going to be done until the end of the year.
Okay.
But I may have one more in me before the new year.
Okay, well, y'all be on the lookout. Follow platforms and make sure y'all follow Acting Like Brandi on Instagram. I show her things. Brandi Brooks on Facebook. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and thank y'all. And y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you. The Black Way Podcast. Check her out. Check her out. Don't sleep on her. Don't sleep on Black Way.
Don't sleep.